Hello everyone and welcome to a new series and one that may come as a bit of a surprise, and some of you guys are probably looking at these wolves going, wait a minute, who in the world is this? We've not met them before. Or have we? Because technically we kind of sort of have. Let me explain. Let's go ahead and we'll jump into the game here. So we're going to be playing as Tempest this series, and Tempest is a character who has made an appearance. Now, names are going to be a little confusing. This is not the Wayfinders pack Tempest, because there's one there as well. This is Tempest from the universe of the Elements pack. He's actually the older brother of Nimbus, who is Pyrrha's mate, and one of the founders of the Wildfire pack. And given the events that have been happening in the Wildfire pack's run, and with the younger members of the Elements pack as well, especially with Blaze and Soot, I thought it'd be kind of interesting to explore his story a little bit more and to kind of see what's been going on here. So Tempest has been running around doing his thing through the events of the previous few Wildfire pack runs and the Elements pack runs. He and his mate Hurricane have already had some litters of their own, and he is actually a bit of an older wolf. As you can see, he's age 4, and he is going to be age 5 this year. You can see, aligned with the element of storm, Tempest and his brother Nimbus found themselves wrapped up in a brewing conflict that left them dishonored by their own element. As stormy tragedies plague the elemental packs, Tempest now seeks to right his wrongs and break the stormy curse. You can also see his stats here. He does have +1 strength and +1 speed at the moment. Plus 3 speed, -1 strength, +1 stamina, and -1 health. So that's currently what his stats are at. And that may be changing slightly because he does get to pick new perks for the coming year. But Tempest and Nimbus have seemed to have a complicated relationship with the element of storm. They, of course, clashed quite a lot with the coyotes, especially as we saw in the first litter of the Wildfire pack. And there have also been quite a few conflicts with Prospect Peak. On top of it all, the storms seem to be a bit of a bad omen, and that all seems to go back to Tempest and the mysterious warning that he tried to deliver way back on Amethyst Mountain right at the start of Pyrrha's story. So it seems that Tempest had discovered something but didn't get to communicate exactly what it was, and we may now be seeing the fruits of that. Oh, we got a den near here. We may be seeing kind of some of that coming to fruition as the stories go on. So I thought it'd be interesting to check out Tempest's story, get to know him a little bit better, and perhaps see if we can get a better look of what's going on, and maybe even break the stormy curse that seems to be plaguing the packs. So we're going to actually have these guys head off towards the second meadow area, the area kind of between the terraces and the Elk Tongue Overlook over here. They are going to be rubbing elbows with Prospect Peak, which is not something that may be the best for them, but we will see. So we're going to let them run over there, and we will catch up with them in just a little bit. Alright, well, after a day of much territory marking and much sneaking around Prospect Peak to take territory from them, we have finally managed to establish a territory. I'll show you guys on the map in a second here, but first of all, we have to name our pack, and as you may have guessed by the name of the series, we are currently following the Shattered Storm pack. So this is the name. Oh, we will go to choose a den. This is the name for the pack that Tempest and Hurricane have started venturing off into their own, onto their own in Slough Creek. And their story has been an interesting one. I do think I know which den they're going to choose as well. Let's boost this as well just a bit so that it's not quite so low. But there's a nice rocky looking den off in the woods over this way that I think we're going to go to here. Now, Tempest he's a bit of a troubled wolf, I think. He kind of got the weight of everything that's been happening. I think he's really feels responsible for trying to solve the problems that have occurred, because my goodness, problems there are. A lot of things have been going wrong for several packs that his has impacted now, and something has been seriously, the balance somewhere has been seriously upset, I think, And I do have a bit of an idea why. Well, perhaps we will see soon here. Now, our territory isn't the best territories. We're going to this dense. We're actually going to need to boost it up here. We're going to probably be vying with Prospect Peak pretty intensely for a lot of this. But I wasn't exactly sure where the dens are over here. I think Tempest and Hurricane are kind of new to this area, and so they weren't exactly sure where they wanted to put their den. But there's a reason they need to be here, because Tempest has a feeling, oh no, and the coyotes are back as well. They're somehow wrapped up in all of this too. But I think Tempest has a feeling he knows part of what might be going on. But we're gonna go ahead and choose this den. I think it is an open den, but hopefully it'll still be a good one. Alright, I think it's this cleft in the rock here. Yes, it is an open den, so we're going to be dealing with eagles, which is always fun. But I think we're going to go ahead and call it in a second here, the Stormy Clearing Den. So your den is ready for pups. They'll be arriving soon, and we will get to meet them here. I don't know, I think these guys are pretty high diversity, but first of all, we get to pick new perks for the year. So unfortunately, as much as Tempest is a fairly swift wolf, he is starting to get a little older. He is a year older than Pyrrha and his younger brother Nimbus, so he is going to be a little bit slower as he's starting to age. We will take strength still, though. I think that's going to be a good one to have. I think this might be beneficial to have, since we're going to be fighting so much with Prospect Peak, most likely. And while we're still not too old, I think we will still take Youthful Prowess, just because that helps with the sickness and all of that. It also helps competitors, and that's most of the benefit we're going to be getting here. But we will advance to age 5, and we will go ahead and hit accept here, and it looks like, was that 5 babies? It is! So 2F, 3F, 2M, 4F, and 5F, mostly females. Wow. So we don't know the designations of their little siblings. I think this is the second or third year. I think it's the second year that Tempest and Hurricane have had pups, because we did see him still as a solo wolf when Pyrrha and Nimbus were courting, and they've had their second litter. And this actually takes place in the same year as Season 2, Litter 2 of the Wildfire Pack. So maybe a little bit later in the year, I get the sense, but mostly concurrently. And so these guys will be facing a lot of the same incidents that the Wildfire Pack did. But the pups are now 4 weeks old, and as they spend their days playing outdoors, you have to socialize with them with playful emotes. If they're hungry, feed them. If they stay far from the den, go find them and carry them back. If they're playful, play with them. We know the drill. We've raised pups several times. But, and I don't think Tempest is inexperienced either. But I think he does have a lot on his mind. Ooh, and it looks like our first puppy here, 3F, actually takes perhaps a lot after her mom. Yeah, she's got the much darker coat. Well, we'll see. I believe Tempest technically qualifies as a gray coat. There are some white coats that are a little bit deceptive and technically qualify as black, but I think this one counts as gray. Ooh, and a very pale pup that looks a lot like him. 2M is kind of in the middle. 5F also looks quite a bit like Hurricane. We're going to make sure we give these guys some food. There's 2F. I was like, we're missing one. Oh, and she's kind of a mid-toned gray. Yeah, they do look a lot like a combination of their parents. Oh my goodness, and 3F's already running into the unknown here. And there, of course, is Hurricane herself. Now, we are playing on challenging, and we do have permadeath on, just for those of you guys wondering about the game settings. That's kind of what we can expect from this run here. Now, we do want to mark some extra territory up here. I think we want to try and claim as much of this as we can. I don't know if we can get that one here, but we definitely want these hexes as well as those two. So we might try and go claim some of those once the pups have eaten. How are they? Are they going to be enough okay with the food that we have? We might want to feed them one more time if we can. Yeah, that'd probably be for the best, just to make sure that 2F gets some food there. Now, I don't know if we'll be continuing to follow Tempest and Hurricane's descendants. We'll see. It kind of depends on how you guys feel about their story, and if you want to see more of them in future years here. But we will be naming their pups the same way that we name most of our wolves pups, so you'll have the chance for the next episode, I think this episode and the next one, to submit names in the comments if you want to see or have the chance of seeing those names used. Oh. And hopefully Hurricane will also feed the pups. She's got a little bit of food as well, so she should probably. There's also a little here if any of them want to go eat it. But yeah, you'll have the chance for a little bit to submit names, and then in the future episodes, we will be picking those names from amongst the ones you've used. Oh yeah, I think they're pretty full on food now. Yes, they are. That's good, that's good. But I think we want to claim some territory, and I do think Tempest is a little bit uneasy about that. Oh, hi, Hurricane. We'll wag our tail, though. I think he's a little uneasy about letting the pups... Well, not letting the pups run around, but he kind of wants Hurricane to come with him for this, because as you can see, we're venturing right into the thick of Prospect Peak territory, right next to their home hex, actually. So we're going to want a little bit of backup as we do this, I think. Let's have Hurricane come with us, and we'll leave the pups in the den just for now, especially because the flea load's low. We can kind of afford to do that. Okay, I already hear him howling, and this is the direction we need to go, so I think Tempest is a little bit nervous about this. He doesn't like being so close to Prospect Peak, and there definitely is a reason for it, but at the same time, he kind of knows that this might be a confrontation that needs to be had given everything that's happened. He just really doesn't want to face this alone. Oh boy, they're off to the side of us as well. Yeah, I think there's at least two different, I've been seeing howls from two different directions, so I think there's at least two groups of wolves wandering around, and they do seem very, very close. So I would be surprised. Oh yeah, you can see the other one is howling back now. I would be very surprised if at least one of them doesn't jump us. Oh no. Yeah, they are definitely letting Tempest know that he is not welcome here. And it's not a great thing. It's really not. We're going to mark a little closer to our own border just to see if we can get away with that. But I'm very much... Yep, there they are. Oh no, yeah, you can't mark territory while in a fight. Oh no, and there's 3 of them too. Alright, we have to be kind of careful here, especially... Oh no, that's not who I want to be locked onto. Alright, 3F. No, get off of me! Alright, we know your health is not the lowest. We have to be smart about how we do this. 3M is a little bit lower. Oh goodness. They are relentless. Alright, who have we not seen yet? 3M... There's one more. Oh goodness, is it the one attacking us? Possibly. No, that's not. Alright, who is it? I think it's you. We need to see who is the most hurt. Oh goodness, none of them are very hurt. Alright, pick one and stick with it. If we can stop getting attacked, oh, we might actually have to fall back. This is not the best of starts. Oh goodness, yeah, these guys are being incredibly aggressive right now. We have to really watch that Hurricane doesn't get seriously hurt too, because her health is not high right now. We might want to fall back, honestly. Although this guy's health is getting oh my gosh, there's so many of them. This guy's health is very low as well. Okay, I think we need to get... Nope, get away. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Oh no, Hurricane run. Hurricane run. Oh no. Well, that's not a hopeful start to this, yeah. Tempest is definitely well aware of just how dangerous this pack can be. Are we even heading the right direction? We are technically. We might have to... Oh, we gotta get out of here. Yeah, we can't have Hurricane risk her life on the first day like that. That's not any good. And we also need to get food. Oh boy. Well, I was hoping we'd be able to increase our territory, but we didn't even get the one that we were hoping for. Oh man, this might be a tougher challenge than we thought. We'll have to go see if there's something that's easier to hunt. I think I'm actually gonna have Hurricane go home because I don't really want her to try to hunt in this state. We'll call her back once we've found food and brought it down. Okay, somewhere up here is an elk herd, I think, or several. Yeah, it seems like we're smelling several scents, actually, so hopefully we've run into one. But we're gonna have to be kind of careful because we're gonna be doing this hunt solo. We don't have Hurricane to help us because right now she's on, well, I guess she's on 20%, but even so, we do have Permadeath on. We need to watch her health just as much as we watch her own. Otherwise, we could be in for some serious trouble. Do I see any of the herds around here? In the open areas, sometimes you can. I think there's gotta be tracks like right up here though. I'm fairly sure there will be. Yes, here we go. It was a lot of sense if there wasn't. So we're pretty close to one of the herds. I think it's right here. And as long as we can go ahead and find one that's pretty low, I think we'll be okay. A lot of the time there are some very weakened elk at this time of year, and then we can call Hurricane to come and hunt. We are on challenging, so hopefully that means that it won't be too difficult to regain our health. Are they right up here? They are. Okay, so they're right around in here. We'll see if we can find any. They may not be too keen to run with just us here, though. We'll see. Oh, that's one too. Gotta not take too much damage right off the bat. Whoop. I say that and then I run straight towards one. Okay, they're on the move. So if any of them turn around while they're running here. Oh, just like that one who just clocked us for some damage. Holy cow. Okay. Okay. Well, that one will turn around. Now we have to be very cautious because we don't have the benefit of being able to tag. Excuse me? Oh my goodness. I was gonna say we don't have the benefit of being able to tag team with a mate here, but goodness, okay. Apparently you are very weak. No. Apparently the elk are just running straight back at us too. Oh my goodness, and we are taking a lot of damage from this. This is what happens when you solo hunt a full-grown cow elk. But there's not exactly many other options. I mean, I guess beavers are an option, but would you stop? Stop it and let me bite you. Oh my goodness. Beavers technically would be an option that's on the table. This pack doesn't know about the beaver curse. I don't know if they would believe in it if they did. There you go, finally. Just about down. But yeah, even that comes with its risks. Okay, let's howl. We will call Hurricane over so that she's hopefully able to get some food as well. And then these two seriously need to get back to the den and rest. Okay, Hurricane has made it back to us. And she should be able to share this carcass here. Hopefully that'll help her too, because I have a feeling we're gonna need to have her health pretty high so she can recover too. The pups are fairly good on food right now. I will bring back a meat chunk. Oh, and she's taken one as well. And I think she intends to eat it. But we will bring back one for the pups. Well, not for the pups, but so that we can feed the pups and then eat again. And then I think we're gonna have these guys rest because they really need to recover. So let's make sure they have the chance to do that. Whew, okay, we have made it back. And I hope the pups are doing all right. Their affinity is actually fairly low. We'll want to make sure we raise that. But we have gotten back here. There is some clouds rolling in too. I think these guys are fairly good on food at the moment though. So I probably don't need to worry about feeding them too much. We can mostly just worry about getting some rest. So unfortunately, we did not get to claim nearly as much territory as we were hoping. I will go reinforce this one here though, because this is starting to drop a bit. Is it? Where is this territory? It's right over here. We can put the scent post pretty nearby if it's not. Okay, we're gonna move that right here just so that we can access it much more easily. And this should boost it all the way up to 100. I think that Territorial Might really is gonna come in handy. Because we look at our map here, yeah, that's all the way up to 100. And we are definitely gonna be fighting quite a bit with Prospect Peak. But with that said, I think we are going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here for today because it is getting to be about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.